Is Bobby Jackson the most beloved king of all time?
Great question.
He might be. I'll tell you. Like I wrote when I first started doing this. I wrote an article searching for Bobby Jackson, sort of like searching for Bobby Fischer, because I thought that Jeff Petrie spent his last like 5 or 6, maybe even 10 years searching for another Bobby Jackson, and never could find that player. Guys like Quincy Doobie, and he just kept bringing in guys who he thought would have that type of impact. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Chris Webber is beloved. Mike Bibby, Jason Williams. I mean, Vlade and Peja before they became part of the front office. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that whole group, even Scott Pollard is beloved. So I think there's such a connection to that whole group of players. But like, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, it's not often you see a guy come in who, again, like, I didn't know what his X's and O's would be. There's no time to teach X's and O's. I know that Luke was there doing some work with the group as well. And, a lot of assistants were there, but at the end of the day, like, either you follow a guy or you don't, right? That's kind of like, I've always said, like, the second a guy loses the room is the second he has to go. Like, George Karl got to keep his job for about 6 months longer than he should have, because he had completely lost the room. He lost the room like in December. If he even had the room at any point, he lost it like in December. George is a great coach, but in Sacramento, whatever happened, and he lost the room. There was a point where I think Keith Smart lost the room. There was a point where, of course, DeMarcus Cousins and Paul Westphal had this moment, and there was no coming back from it for one of them. And, you got a young superstar player and a coach that wasn't paid a ton of money, because that's the way the Moose ran the business. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm super impressed with what Bobby did. Whether he's most beloved king, again, I think there's a lot of them. People forget how much they loved Pete Chilcutt.